Hey guys, thanks for checking back in. Got a quick boat video for you guys. You fellow boaters definitely going to want to continue to watch this one. I got a nice budget-friendly 8-inch GPS on the dash for under $200. So let's get started. All right, guys, so a quick update on the boat. Everything's been unbelievable. Boat's been running mint. Got a tiny bit of oil down in the bilge. Nothing too crazy. I'm gonna definitely address that after the season. But today's video is going to be on this. So it is the mini iPad. I'll get it turned on for you. So hope you guys can see this. A little bit of glare, but try to get this angled. So basically, this is a mini iPad on a suction cup mount. Mounts right to this dash, nice and tight. You can see it's not too movable. Locks in pretty good. You could go up and down or swivel. This is my positioning of it, and I try to get it pretty much like that when I'm driving. So basically, this is the Navionics app, and if you could download that on Android, or even if you have a some sort of a tablet, an Android tablet, they also have it on Android. I just happen to have the iPad. But this is basically, it's a Navionics app, has multiple layers, so you could have almost like a depth finder and a bunch of other sections that you could use. I only really use the the GPS version of it. So like right now I'm at my house, so it's gonna connect to the Wi-Fi. But when we're out in the water, I have my phone set up as a hotspot, and it automatically connects to my phone as a hotspot as soon as it turns on. So if it doesn't connect to Wi-Fi, it connects right to my my phone as it uses my phone as a hotspot. So this is the app right here, and as you can see, it's showing us one of my old routes that I used last time. But if you go to route, click on route. It's still downloading. It's downloading the map right now. Just give it a sec. But basically, I have multiple saved routes in here, and so if you kind of frequent certain places, you could save them and basically archives them for another time that you're going back out. All you got to do is click route. Show you in a second. It's still downloading, but you could basically you could go to route, and then you go to my routes archive, and then they automatically save as like route blah blah blah, but you could change the name. So like this one I have, like this is the one we're going to be using today. This is Ocean Beach. Yep. So this is where we currently are. Let me show you. So this is where we currently are at my house here. But we're going to trailer the boat down to, it's called Patchogue Pine Neck Marina. And then, see, it gives you the actual waypoint that you want to follow. So you're going to come out here, come straight out, get into the deeper water. Then you're going to head due west, and then follow, you'll get into a buoy in this section over here, and then follow the buoys all the way to the destination, which is cool. So I'm going to cancel this. Stop that. But then if I want to go to This is my other area that I put the boat in once in a while. So if I want to go from here, you just hard, you're going to go to route. You want an automatic route. And then I'm going to hard hold on it, and it does that little circle there, little purple circle. And then you want to, wherever you pick next. So let's say I want to go in, I want to go over here somewhere. I'm going to go here to go have lunch. And then it's automatically going to make that route. You'll see in a second, it'll make a hard line to it, or whichever, whatever direction it recommends. So it, might pick up some buoys otherwise that it wants you to follow. So this one, instead of going straight in, I want you to kind of go a little bit to the east and then follow the buoys in. And you can see the buoys on here. It's a little bit slow right now because we're on the Wi-Fi outside my driveway. But it's definitely a pretty cool app. Cancel that. And there's a bunch of other features on here. Sometimes, before I really got the routes going, I was literally just doing this. Like, I'd zoom in, and then if you put your finger on here, like if you kind of see how, like, you do that, you hold your finger down, it'll tell you the depth of the water. So I would be like, all right, I'm good, I got plenty of depth. And then you can kind of scroll with it and say, all right, I'm going to come this way, and then do this and follow the buoys over here. I was doing that for a while before I kind of figured out the whole routing thing. But the routes are amazing. So if you just go to route, and then if I have them all, I've saved a bunch of them. So I want to go to Great Gun, and it's gonna basically populate it. And this one's a tricky one because you have a lot of low areas to go to navigate through. So once it gets set up, I'll zoom in and I'll show you all the different twists and turns you got to do and what buoys to follow. I mean, you could kind of even just get a glimpse right from there before zooming in that you got to really pay attention to what's going on. So you got to go here, and then you got to go around this red buoy. You're going to come up here, come around this one, and then there's a bridge over here. You got to go slow underneath. And then there's a bunch of, it'll kind of show you those little hazard areas that are, you really want to pay attention to that buoy. And you see there, it's a pain in the ass doing this in the sunlight. So it'll show you like that red buoy there. You could kind of zoom in and say, all right, what side of the buoy do I got to be on? As you're getting into that area, and just follow it. And I mean, it hasn't let me down now. I mean, this one's a real pain over here. You got to come over here and then make an abrupt right to make sure, because if you go over here, it's 1 foot of water. You don't want to mess around over there. So it really shows you exactly where to go. And I'm going to show you now when we get the boat in the water. I'll show you as we're moving what it does. So stand by. The other day was a little bit hard to get a video footage because it was so rough. But I'm gonna try this time, even though I'm in the background now. I'm gonna try to angle it a certain way. This way you can see that triangle is us, and that red line, the big fat line, is where we're going. And let's see what we can do. If I turn this way, it turns that way. If I turn this way, it turns that way. But just hang on and watch that, just continue to follow that purple line, and that's how you get to your destination. Alright, so that's the overall of the Navionics app. Definitely happy with it. Gives you the time of day, how fast you're going. I mean, I got that digitally as well on the dash, which I panned to a bunch of times on those last couple videos. And I mean, honestly, on a budget, that's an unbelievable option to have. Especially, you know, for me with my dash, I'm able to suction cup it right to the dash. I moved it over here just because it's a little bit easier to video before. But honestly, I kind of like it there as opposed to in the corner. And it was also starting to chip the tint. Sorry to Mario, my friend and my tint guy. I'll have to touch that up. But other than that, I think it was happening when I was trailing it, not when I was running it. But I mean, even over here, it's in a great spot. So I'll probably just leave it there from now on. Try to figure out where to route this wire a little bit better. Maybe even go inside and pop out in this corner. over here or something like that. We'll figure it out. But yeah, it's definitely a nice option to have, especially for a full screen. I had the phone suction cup mount. I had it like over here, but it was just so small, and then my phone would kind of like time out. It would always kind of just go to sleep. Where this, as you can see, like I set it to like when this app is open, like it doesn't go to sleep at all. So like when I stop, I have to physically shut it off, which is good because it doesn't shut off when you're going. Otherwise, you'd have a real issue turning it back on and whatever. I was doing that on my phone. It was a real bitch. So this is great. I like it the way it is. It shows me home now. But earlier today when I was videoing, we were down here. This is my last trip home. This is we went to Barrett Beach to see one of my fiance's friends, and that's where we were there. But definitely a cool setup, and so if you need it, go get it. This iPad was on Amazon refurbished for like $160. The mount was $20, and I think it was $15 for the Navionics app. You have to register, you have to subscribe to it like for the year. I think it was $15 or $14.99. So that's under $200. You have all three. And then for a little bit extra, I mounted this. It's a USB. It's got USB-C and then the regular USB. I don't know if you can see that. Hopefully you can. These two ports here. And the USB-C obviously charges quicker than the regular USB. But that's it for those four items. Definitely, this was on Amazon for like, I don't know, $8 or something crazy. And it works great so far. But that's it for now, guys. Definitely get out there. If you have any questions on that, hit me up, comments, or message me on Instagram at Team SMS. And that's it. Boat's running mint. As you can see in that pic, in that one video, cruising at 4,000 RPM, just under 4,000 at 50 miles an hour. So that's kind of ideal, you know, especially in this 27-foot boat. Not too crazy fast, and you know, handles the waves unbelievably. But that's it. Thanks for checking back in. I'll see you soon. Thanks.